you seem to be talking about Godfrey in a nice light. I feel like I saw a recent interview with Vlad, and you seem like you had some energy towards him,
I do have energy towards him.
but you still respect him. That's what I get.
Well, yeah.
What you just said was very
Because there's certain things, you see, like I said earlier, like Cooks. He showed me to be a less than moral person. You see what I'm saying? He showed me that he's not loyal. But I still can't take away from the fact that he's super dope. See what I'm saying? That he could rap his ass off. I like he comes up with great hooks. You know what I mean? He's just a dope rapper. But he's not a good person. Like, you know what I mean? So I can admit that Godfrey is a funny comedian. You know what I mean? He was a great asset at Vlad TV. He was a great asset when he was, on my show and all that type of shit. But he really sold out as far as trying to use a friendship, like manipulate a friendship in order to think he's going to get views out of some shit or whatever the case may be.
You talking about the Professor Dave shit?
Yes. So at the end of the day, I know what the value that Godfrey brought to Vlad TV, and I can't deny that just because I might have a problem with him. See what I'm saying? I'm not one of those type. That's how you know I'm a real. Because even if I have a problem with you, I will still tell the truth.
But didn't Dave leak that shit? Because I don't think Godfrey was gonna put that out.
Bro, yeah, he was. It was already.
Okay.
It was already. He had something in cahoots that unbeknownst to me, that he didn't tell me about prior to that. He already had an agreement with the guy. You see what I'm saying? Had I known that, first of all, I didn't want to do it in the first place, but he kept begging me for some reason. You see what I'm saying?
How many conversations were had? Was it like, yo, do it? Like,
I could show you multiple texts like, yo, you gonna come through? Like, yo, come on. And I don't even answer the nigga, where I'm just like, yo, bro. No. You know what I mean? And then finally, he hits me and it's just like if me and you were cool and I used that to like get you to come somewhere, you didn't really want to do it, and I kind of used our relationship only to find out this is some sort of like ambush that you tried to set up or whatever the case may be. That everybody else was prepared, like with materials and all this type of shit and knowing where it's going and all this type of shit. And you just kind of like, you know what I mean?
You feel ambushed.
Definitely.
Do you feel like you were ambushed just because Godfrey and him were working behind the scenes, or because professors are well researched and they can make arguments?
He's not a real professor, first of all.
I gotta research that.
Yeah, his name. I have a clip where he says he's not a professor.
Okay. Let me see. I gotta look him up.
He's not a professor.
Professor Dave.
That's just what they call him.
That's like his
That's just his moniker on what he does. He calls himself a science explainer or something like that, a science interpreter, and so he takes what people what he says scientists tell him, and then he
analogizes.
Yeah.
So he's not a university professor, does not hold a PhD. He is a science communicator.
There you go, a science communicator. That's what he calls it. Anybody can be a science communicator.
No, but I mean not to. Okay, so that I understand what you're saying. He's not a professor. Science communicators are needed though, because they relate science to, I guess, regular people. But I guess I know what you're saying. He's not a professar. Got it. Okay.
Right.
Is that what you're looking at right now?
Yeah. Well, I was looking for the video of him actually saying that he's not a professor.
Okay. Maybe. I mean, it sucks because I thought the optics of y'all leaving Vlad and then like ending on some other shit that's similar. I'm like, it just, I saw that. I think you said Godfrey's not honorable or something like that
Mm-hmm.
in the Vlad interview. And then he came back at you, Godfrey did, and it was wild to see both of y'all. Because Godfrey did, he took his shots. He said crazy shit back at you. And it looked like he was trying to keep it like nice and PG, as Drake would say. But it ultimately ended with both of y'all just really bad mouthing each other. And it's like, damn. It's just, I guess, in content, things can go diabolical because there's an audience. So like me and you could get into an argument off camera, and it's like, oh, we'll make a piece of, but then there's an audience. If
Right.
it happens here, and for whatever, you make me seem like a stupid motherfucker who don't know shit. I might, even if you apologize, I might have issues because you just made me look stupid to my audience.
Right.
And I think that's what happened. I think that's that you felt. I'm not saying you look stupid or anything like that. It's just sometimes you get ambushed. Sometimes people know how to win an argument on camera. And to be honest, flat Earth, I don't believe in flat Earth theory. I'll be honest with that. I'm say that right now.
You don't have to.
Yeah, and I don't exactly. You're not gonna pressure me. You're not gonna like talk to me outside and be like, Danny, you better believe in flat Earth theory, right? So, but you felt as if it was a content ambush. It had been months in advance or something like that. It had been planned for a while.
But I'm gonna say that he wasn't the one that planned it. It was his man, Dante.
The bald dude?
Yes.
Okay. Got it.
But I feel like
that's your man.
He allowed himself to be manipulated. You see what I'm saying? By the bald dude. And ultimately, yeah.
That broke the internet though.
But at the end of the day, what did you really gain from it? Like how much is Godfrey the number one influencer now because of that episode?
He's popular somewhat. Now he's not. I think we're so fragmented that it's hard to be the number one anything now. But you still have an audience that makes a lot of money. I think that's what he has.
See, what I'm saying is, I feel like a lot of people feel like if they try to take somebody else down, that it's gonna bring them up. And ultimately, that's not even what happens. Like, you could try to take me down. First of all, most of us live an edited life, right? So that was one time where you were able to see me flawed. You were able to see me not cool, calm, and collected like I usually am. You were able to see me off kilter, off my game, right? But in the society that we live in today, usually you're able to just go on your phone and edit that out.
Okay.
You take 1,000 selfies until you find the right one that you're gonna post. You see?
Filter. Yeah.
To where that was life unfiltered. You see? And we don't usually see that on the internet. That's what made it ill. You see what I'm saying? And that's why immediately I'm like, yo, don't put that up. You know what I mean? And now I was trying to test and see. Are you really about views and all of this type of shit? Like, because after that whole thing happened, he didn't want me to leave. He wanted to talk about Fat Joe because I had some, I was viral with Fat Joe at that moment. Like, so it was all about trying to like absorb my viralness and somehow see if it was going to transfer into him. And what I'm saying,
absorb your viralness.
Yeah, and like, what I'm saying, yeah, like by osmosis, like get some of that Lord J because every
like
other week they're talking about
like
it.
Highlander. But
at the end of the day, if you don't have that certain something, it don't matter. Like a whole man, I had a slew of people come at me after that, thinking, "Oh, this is the time now. We're gonna get them." I had fucking fucks that were, you know what I mean, where I told them what my price was. Oh, okay. I'm gonna get that money up. I'll be back to you. And once that shit, I bet your price is going down now, and think they're gonna, talk shit to me. Oh yeah.
You owe me more now.
So And what I'm saying is none of these motherfuckers became the new Lord Jamar. You see what I'm saying? Because there's only one me. You're not going to be able to answer shit the way I answer it or have the same outlook or the same
Your
type of,
experiences. You have different experiences.
or even the same charisma.
Yeah.
Motherfucker. Like, just you don't have it. So
It's funny because
do you?
I'm doing research on Professor Dave, and I'm looking up at like another scientist wrote about him, and it's like he's not a real professor. And it's like now I'm looking at it, and it's like, damn, that is interesting. I just when somebody calls himself professor, you just assume they're a professor, and he does have STEM degrees. He's just not a professor, and he probably pivoted. Probably makes way more money now as a content creator, but he's more of a content creator that has
exactly.
Yeah, got it.
And here's the thing: I can manipulate a conversation. Like, I thought that if we were going to debate some shit, we were going to debate the concept of flat Earth, not like the meaning of scientific terms. And that's what you call trig knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, the average person, like, for instance, this was a question that was asked to me. Like, if I was to ask you, what is the definition of weight? Do you think the average person has the scientific definition of what weight is?
Not in their mind. You could try to approximate what you think it is, but it might sound stupid.
Right. So that's what I'm calling trig. Now, so if I'm having a conversation about something and now I move the goalpost and say, first of all, what's the definition of weight? And I don't know. Oh, so you don't even know what weight is. So how can you argue?
Stupid.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so it was some bullshit like that. Here's another thing. We've watched movies where maybe they're on a spaceship, right? And then a hole busts out in the spaceship, right? What happens if a hole gets punctured in the spaceship?
Everybody gets sucked out.
Everybody gets sucked out. Why? Because the so-called vacuum of space, right? And in your mind, right, when you hear the word vacuum, right, you think of something that sucks.
Yeah.
Well, no, apparently in science, vacuum has a different definition. You see, this is trick knowledge, bro. Okay. And that's the type of shit that was trying to be used against me. So when I talk about the vacuum of space against the open, container, the open so-called pressurized air that we live in, and anything that's pressurized has to have a container. But anyway, when I talk about that, are you thinking that a vacuum is something that sucks? And then, well, yeah, doesn't everybody think that a vacuum is something that sucks? And now when you look up what they're telling you a vacuum is, they're saying that it's different. So again, this is shit that you got to take other people's word for, who claim to be smarter than you. It's all games, sir. So when people say to me, "Do you still believe in flat?" Of course. Nothing was nothing was even debated in that night. Like, we didn't even get down to anything really. Yeah, I was just off. And yes, all water must find its level. All water must have a container. Prove me wrong.